So this your boy Cashew.
This your boy TK.
It's your girl Diamonds.
This your girl Tasty.
And we are
Hip Hop Millennials Podcast. Like, I don't know if y'all know the author J.K. Rowling, the Harry Potter books, stuff like that. She voiced her opinion, and she got severely canceled for that, for saying, what did she say about how men are men and women are women, and it shouldn't be no in between? That's how she feels. So I don't see why they had to do her like that, because she was just speaking what she feels inside. Is nobody else's has nothing to do with anybody else's opinion.
And it's not even just what you feel; it's the truth.
Yeah,
it's like everybody be like, "That's your truth." It's only one truth.
Yeah,
it's not my truth, your truth. That's your truth. That's how people
the
talk
truth,
to you
and
now.
the rest are lies.
Everything is a lie after your truth. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And they got at that woman, but she's a billionaire, so you can't really stop.
Harry Potter is fucking booming.
Yeah,
and she came out with that little Hogwarts game, and it was a lot of fucking hype around that, and they tried to cancel her before that shit.
Did.
But you can't stop it, because now people are literally buying that shit in support of her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just buy the shit just cause.
That's a lot of country. Y'all remember the controversy around Elmo when they found out he was a nigga?
Yes.
No, I didn't remember that.
When Elmo came out,
like, he's a black man?
women were
People were upset.
hot. Like,
people were upset.
what's a nigga behind that mess?
I think Barney is Barney black too.
I don't know.
They got a documentary. I didn't watch it though.
I heard Elmo was on some other shit.
But see, why though? Because
Elmo like kids.
See,
I swear
that's
to
how they
God.
do it. I'm telling you.
I heard that too though, for real.
But see, that's how it starts, though. I'm telling you. It's either if they can't cancel you, then they'll just put something on your name. You see what I'm
So
saying?
you don't think he was really touching
I
them?
don't think so, man.
Elmo like when you
People could really have a genuine love for children, and it doesn't have to be weird. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Like,
that's my stance on Michael Jackson in the whole cancel culture topic.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
But he was a pedophile.
I don't think Mike was touching him for real.
He was.
Man,
I mean, he had a music pocket and shit. That's fire. That's all I'm saying.
I
Like,
think he just really felt more comfortable around them.
No, everybody's not lying, and that's all I'm saying.
All right, wait.
It's so many.
What if
people,
everybody
but money is
really
powerful.
is lying?
Yeah, because what I'm saying is the reason why I say I feel like everybody's not lying, because him paying off all them people didn't stop him from being who he was. And they knew that. You see what I'm saying? So when it comes to a person that is that powerful, and you know that they're not being canceled, and you still going to go against the grain just to get the truth out there, you see what I'm saying? Like, he still was the greatest of all time, as far as, like, you know, being a pop star. And I just feel like people don't want to believe that, but I just can't believe that. Like, it's so many. Like,
I'm gonna tell you
damn near dozens. It's dozens.
Sometimes we tell rumors and shit, or things just get out there that don't be true, and it just get passed around like folklore. Do y'all remember when you was growing up?
But it was back
and they
before
said
even
that it was
like
illegal?
social media. You see what I'm saying? It was
motherfuckers he was a lick. He's Michael Jackson. Who's going to bruh?
Do I believe that he was sleeping in the bed with them? Yes, and that was wrong. But I don't believe he was really touching them. I believe Michael has so much emotional fucked up trauma from his childhood that's what he thought was okay.
He reenacted his childhood.
No, seriously. Like,
I think that nigga he thought he was a child.
I'm not saying it's right at all to be in the bed and do the things. You know what I mean? But as far as
and let me
touching
put
and
another
I don't think he
perspective
did
out there. Y'all know how everything is corrupt now in general. Like everything has some dirty little hustle behind it. Let's do this. We about to rob this nigga. We about to set this nigga up. We about to do this. Motherfuckers been on that. That shit didn't just evolve today.
Exactly.
Like,
so,
he was. I don't think Mike was really doing it. I think R. Kelly was really doing it. You know what I think?
From the 1980s, all these people are lying.
Yeah, you know what I think it is though, for real. Look, that example I was about to use. You remember when you was a kid? They said it was illegal to ride with the light on in the car.
Oh yeah,
you remember that? And everybody used to just say, "Yo, turn that light off. It's illegal." And everybody was just saying that. We just went with it, and you never questioned it. Why? Because your mama was saying it, your auntie was saying it, your uncle was saying it, grandma.
It's not illegal at all.
Like, it's not illegal at all.
I guess for
because
one,
people
I'm
doing
the
illegal
exact
things,
opposite,
so it was
and
like,
I always have questioned. I think he's a pedophile.
You
know what I think it is for? I think it's like,
you think he penetrated somebody?
No.
I
think it's just
like
you know the kid came out and said they didn't do it, and then his parents coerced him.
I think that he touched them inappropriately.
I don't think so.
I do.
I think you got to think about Mike. They said Michael Jackson had like make you go crazy type money. Like, as far as like where the type of stuff he bought was ridiculously priced. Like, and same thing Cashew said, like, when people have that much amount of money, like, you don't think, like, you know what I'm saying, you become a target.
I mean, I do think that, but so I do think that he was a pedophile.
Of course, if you just, he had a freaking amusement park in his
To lure the
fucking
children.
backyard.
Not to lure the children.
He had animals and who the
lure
fuck
the
can buy giraffes? Like
The
that's
people who want to lure children
Okay.
because it's fun here.
absolutely.
I just think he's attracted to kids because he missed out on.
He never had.
So listen to this real quick, y'all.
I once interviewed Michael in the late 90s, and I was struck that there was another Michael Jackson hit, The Businessman. And I want to play a tape before I come to you. This is him discussing with you, I think, about a plan to buy Marvel, the comic business, back in 2001 or 2, I think it was. Let's listen to this.
We could easily go into Universal and buy. We would own Jaws, E.T., Close Encounters, all the classics from Universal. Own all of that stuff. That would allow us to do a channel. Part of the Marvel channel can be not only the Marvel characters, but Marvel films like the catalog. We could do anything we want, from restaurants to retail, theme parks.
Now, you actually got the financing.
Now, tell the truth, y'all. Didn't Disney Plus literally just do that?
What bought
buy
Marvel?
Bought
and
Marvel
then
and start doing shit with the catalog, restaurants, theme parks. This nigga been talking about that shit. Y'all don't think the nigga that own all the shit
That's
is
no
Universal?
different than
I don't think
Bill
they
Cosby
murked
when they
Mike,
say he's
man.
about to buy NBC.
Yes, I
It's
think
no
they
different.
killed that nigga, and the only way people won't back that is if you put some bullshit on somebody. When they want you out of here, they put motherfucking sexual assault on you and rape, and that's the way they get a motherfucker missing for real. They don't even have to be no real proof. It's just once you say it, people are like, oh, they can't be lying. Look, he has a motherfucking amusement park. Of course he wants the children.
Right.
Nigga,
Y'all
I
think
don't
Bill
want
Cosby
these.
was lying?
I
mean, got framed?
No, I don't believe. I believe that nigga was really doing that shit, and it's not because I love Mike. It's because that nigga got on TV and said, "All you gotta do is drop a little bit of this in they drink, and it's called a Spanish fly." That nigga said that shit on live TV.
Yeah,
he was taking that ass, giving them bitches that Jello pudding.
Because he was canceled harshly too, and he's I don't know.
They took all.
They took all his accolades.
But I don't like that though, because it's people like a lot of like Felicia Rashad and all. She was like they lost money on that too. You know what I'm saying? Like he just wasn't on the show. Like they brought their own people to.
So
it.
what y'all think about now? This is the pill culture, beans, pills, all that. In about 20 years, you're gonna see some of the motherfuckers that's famous right now on the same shit.
Yeah,
you know Rick Ross. He said put Molly all in my drink. He was admitting y'all didn't believe him. I was one of his victims. Young Thug. He pop 1,000 pills a day. They coming for these niggas too.
It's just crazy how one mistake from one cast member can fuck up your whole bag. Like that
shit wild.
Like Jesse Smollett and the Empire fucked up their whole shit.
He canceled the whole shit.
Everybody lost their little bag in that show because of him. I'm like,
but this nigga lied to say he got beat though. That shit was wild.
Now Taste T. You remember that whole story? That was an elaborate ass story. Why would he do it? What was the point? You see what I'm saying? Motherfuckers will really.
I feel you, but I still think that he is a molester.
Not a molester.
I do.
I understand, but I'm saying motherfuckers will lie for a bag.
They do.
And people believed him. Everybody jumped on that like, free Jussie.
That definitely happens. That happens all the time.
And he's black, so we gonna believe your ass on both sides. The black folks believe. We didn't believe it.
I didn't believe it.
I didn't believe it. That shouldn't even sound right. Nigga, you was out at 3 a.m.
It sounded crazy. I'm sorry.
In Chicago.
Yeah.
Too big
in the middle of winter. You know how cold it is in Chicago?
Very.
I'm telling y'all, man, this cancel culture shit runs deep, man. But do y'all think it has anything to do with color or race, or is it everybody can get it?
Everybody can get it. As I said, J.K. Rowling.
Exactly.
Yes,
Paula Dean got taken out. Not
Paula
fuck
Dean,
with
all
Paula
of
Dean.
them.
That food was delicious.
One stick of butter. This bitch.
Okay.
I learned how. In real life though, I never. Somebody pointed it out to me. I really use damn near like a stick of butter, a whole stick, every time I cook.
You cooking them arteries all the way up.
I really do.
It tastes good though.
It's delicious.
That's that Southern cuisine.
It's delicious.
So let me ask y'all this: do y'all think it should be a time limit on your cancellation? Like
it should happen immediately.
No matter what you do, besides let's take out the sexual raping things. Like if you get canceled for something that you said, I feel like
call somebody a nigga.
Yeah, I feel like it should be a time limit.
Like
not
a time limit. So you mean to tell me you let a woman call you a whatever or what? It's a time limit?
It has to be because I'm not the same person I was.
Every time I think about you calling me nigga, it's up.
But I understand. Some people it's a no, no.
Nah, it's over.
I feel
because you've
like
always felt that way. Like you just got caught type shit.
because something you said when you was 25.
Slaves at her. Like, stop playing with me, bro. Like,
all right.
The same thing as Bruce Willis. Didn't he say some raped by a pack of niggas or something like that?
You talking about Mel Gibson?
Yes, Mel Gibson.
He was one of the original cancel guys first.
Yes,
he white.
Okay,
and
so
he got canceled for saying
my
some
thing
shit like
is,
that.
Howard Stern. I remember he.
At your in your 30s, what if somebody, and you have kids, you have a family now, everything. What if somebody said you can't work, and you only got one talent, one thing that you do, you can't do it because something you said when you was 19 or 20.
That's.
I mean, I see what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying? Like, it has to be a time limit on
like
certain things. Like, you got to find a way to feed your family because at the end of the day, they're coming for your
I think
jobs.
everything should definitely be current. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it should be like, when I was 12. You know what I'm saying? Like, it should be at least from the time you got your name or whatever until now. Anything, you know what I'm saying? Anything after that, okay, whatever.
It's no time limit on racism. Like, if you said nigga.
It depends on how you said it. Like, no, like, for real, y'all. Like,
some of that shit in your DNA, right?
To this?
Because
that's
it's like,
that's what we saying, right?
I feel
Like, it has to be some type of, let's regulate it.
Okay, I personally feel like people should be able to say what the fuck they want to say, and I'm just being honest. You know, I'm gonna say what the fuck I want to say, and that's just what it is.
Facts.
Whatever, and
regardless of the consequence,
because I feel like people walk on eggshell. It's no truth. It's like people want to be politically correct, or I can't say this, or I can't do it. And it's like, don't get me wrong, it's a difference from being offensive. And I think that a lot of times, you know, when somebody is trying to be like, you stupid motherfucker.
Yeah, like personal.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But what if
when
you
the
was
things
mad
are coming
that
from, and even with that, you know what I'm saying? You also have to take into consideration that who you are though too, and that does matter. And you can't be mad if it's all about the people and what they want, and that's really who makes celebrities. So you can't be mad at the same group of people who've accepted you, and now they don't want to accept you because of what you said. You see what I'm saying? So it's just like, now when it come down to just dollars and say if you sold like a product or whatever, that's different because they can't, cause it's money, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, but when it comes to like being a celebrity and being relevant and that's what you want, then that's just what comes with it, and you can't pick it, you know what I'm saying? So, but
all right, so as a brand, like, I don't feel like you should be able to get canceled by people who don't interact or partake in whatever product you sell it. Like, I feel like, just like me, like as a rapper, if some suburban white mom who's never heard my music ever in her life decides she wants to lead the campaign of canceling cashews just because she don't like some shit I said musically, well, this falls under the brand of entertainment. Where do you cut the line of entertainment in real life?
Yeah.
Like when they did Lil Wayne, and he did say, beat that pussy like Emmett Till. That was offensive to a lot of people, but
that's fucked up.
It's fucked up. It's fucked up. But it was under the gaze of entertainment. It was on a song.
So it was Lil Wayne. It wasn't Carter. It wasn't Sean Carter. That's what you're saying.
So you saying he said that just,
it's art.
It's just
when
lyrics.
does it get separated from art in real life?
that's no
Because
different
he
from
wrote those lyrics.
But because it's no different from like comedians and
Exactly. You see what I'm saying?
But you're not. It's not schizophrenia. You're not two different people. You're one person. Like,
but
you cannot be like,
it
oh well.
is that, though.
Okay,
No,
so
it's not,
if
that's not true though.
all right,
Because
no, y'all acting crazy. So you mean to tell me
Denzel in Training Day and Denzel in real life?
okay?
or Medea and then Tyler Perry.
There you go.
But that's not two. That's the same person though. So
he
you're
walks
saying,
around in dresses in real life?
but okay. So if he committed a murder, like, well, that wasn't me. That was Medea.
No, you're confusing the two. We're not talking about
Okay,
crime.
so
We're not talking
if
about crime.
if one of his so if one at the
Take
end, y'all know
crime out of it.
so y'all
crime
know
is
at the end of
extreme.
his movies he does like his little talks or whatever. So if he says some fucked up shit as Medea, you can't be like, oh well, Tyler Perry doesn't feel that way because Medea said that. He didn't say that. That's what you're telling me.
What could he say that's so fucked
If
up?
he was like,
And everybody hit little girls.
yeah, like if he was like, I don't
Or
know,
beat your
something
kids
crazy,
or
but
something.
yeah,
he's
something
using
crazy.
the voice.
Yeah,
Yes.
like beat your kids.
I would
think
take it
you
as a joke.
So you don't really feel like he feels that way?
He's in character.
That's crazy. That sounds like schizophrenia is what you're telling me.
I mean, that's what acting is. It's becoming a character.
Because in some stuff is strictly written. So it is not them at all. You see what I'm saying? And it is just a character, just like how people in real life would be mad at Ike Turner, but he's really not. But you see what I'm saying? But you be mad at.
Look, Ike Turner was Ike Turner. Hey, that's East St. Louis. Ike Turner was Ike Turner.
No, not Ike Turner. I'm talking about the actor, Lawrence Fishburne. You know what I'm saying? Everybody.
That nigga was real.
No, for sure. You know what the fuck I meant.
And she's still traumatized to this day.
You know what I meant. You know what I'm saying? But Lawrence, or people try to like certain characters. It doesn't matter. Like Red from the 5 Heartbeats. Everybody always look at him sketchy because you know what I'm saying. He played, and it's like, so really, when do you and you know, I mean, I get it. I feel like it's different from, because you also have to look in the settings in which it is versus like acting in a movie versus like sitting and having an interview. Well, this is your you see what I'm saying? So that matters too, because it's how you're in the setting that you're presenting.
Only should get canceled if you're saying it in like a natural set. Okay, so if Lil Wayne was having the interview and he said, I don't give a fuck about Emmett Till, that's fucked up. Versus
in a
saying
song,
it in
it's
a
just
song.
expression. You see what I'm saying? Like it's all in the setting. You know, if you're produced, you know, just like how niggas be like popping president niggas. Some niggas
don't do drugs at all.
You see what I'm saying? But you still love that music because, but you know, in an interview, they could be like, you feel like just because they rap about that,
they can't use their lyrics against him though, because you like, oh, I'm just rapping. You know what I'm saying?
But we're not talking about crime. We're just talking about characters, your character traits or what you feel about things, not crime. No crime.
But
you know,
to piggyback off what you're saying, that's what happens in the courtroom. They say this is your character.
Yeah, right.
This is not because that's what they say. This is my alter ego. It's like a superhero. But then you say on the same song, I'm real. This ain't just rap. I ain't no rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like, remember Jeezy used to say this is more than music and shit. Like,
I ain't these rappers.
But again, you have to take what comes with that, because it's a lot of rappers who have said way horrible things and who haven't gotten persecuted for those. But if you're out here really committing crime, yes, it does.
Let's go back to some of those,
because we have a lot
lyrics.
of nobodies who are getting not nobodies, but people who ain't really mainstream and is getting locked up. Why? Only because you're saying, I'm a real killer and I'm really about this. So you're really finna go to jail. You see what I'm saying?
And putting in real times and locations.
And like I pulled up to your mama house, and then you see what I'm saying? So that's not the same. You see what I'm saying? So it's like you can't. Everything is situational. To me, you know, Paula Deen having an interview saying, you know, I wish these niggas were slaves in the back. You really feel that way. You see what I'm saying?
And you can kind of tell when racism is in your
core.
Versus if a video got leaked and it was just a camera in the background and something was on the news and she was like, look at these crazy niggas. She would not have gotten canceled.
But so what if she had slaves in the background?
You see what I'm saying?
Keep that. What you was about to say?
So what if on her show she had like a slave themed dinner? That's not the same thing?
It is the same, because you believe
now you eat chitlins, y'all, finna cook up these
that's what you believe in.
And you even came up with that idea because you're racist.
You see what I'm saying? Because
that's her persona though.
No, nigga, because that's how you feel. That's not
you ain't my Paula the cooking bitch. She's
this is Paula Deen. This is me, and I want to have
Paula
these slaves.
You know,
it's different.
So
versus like I said, with the camera.
Can you get canceled for something you said in your personal conversation?
I think
that's how you really feel though. That's what y'all was saying.
No,
I don't think you should be canceled for having a conversation with somebody. As far as being recorded,
private conversation.
Yes, if it's a private conversation, it should stay a private conversation.
Okay. And I'm gonna say I disagree wholeheartedly with that. I feel like what you saying when you not
that's how you
recorded,
really
are. You're
No,
really racist.
No,
because
if you're not
sometimes you
aware
mad
of
because
being recorded, I don't think that's fair for somebody to come up and say, "Oh, well, your whole career is fucked up."
Because everybody has a persona.
Yes.
You're not the same person that you are at work, that you are at home.
See, y'all are buttering the line.
No, I'm not buttering the line because
they moving it. Because don't y'all feel like, right? And whatever I say in here, when y'all not in here, like if I'm just in this room by myself, you hear me talking on the phone and shit, you think that's not me for real talking?
No, okay. I'm gonna give you an example, and I'm gonna say why no. Say you could be on the phone with maybe somebody else, and you can be like, "Oh, Taste T is overbearing or she demanding or she's this way, and you could not even mean it that way or trying to say like I'm a bad person. You're just venting at that time, but you still can work with me. You know, you're not saying. You see what I'm saying?
And then they come out and say, "Oh, Cashew was talking hella shit about
and it could not have been that way. You're just
you took it out of context.
You see what I'm saying? Everything.
Can you say nigger out of context?
Yes, you can. I think so.
I think the very same people that's gonna try to cancel you are the same people that turn around and do the same shit to whatever the fuck they be talking about.
You see, I think,
and it's just not, it's not
the
fair.
Real cancel culture right there.
Like it's not fair. The exact same people that's trying to kill your career, the same people that go right home and talk shit the same fucking way.
And that's gonna push us into the topic of selective outrage.
Mm-hmm. You know,
like Chris we pick and choose when we're mad about shit.
Right. No,
and that's kind of similar to Tiffany Haddish and Ari Spears when they dug back that video of them doing that as beginner comedians or whatever.
And does anybody really think that they're pedophiles?
No,
because of that video. They put it
because
out.
the culture, they feel like they have to cancel and fuck up their whole career.
Just because the video made you uncomfortable, don't mean I should lose my career.
Yes. Sure.
It wasn't funny.
No,
if it was funny, I would have laughed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Back when Bernie Mac was talking about the retarded kids. You know what I'm saying? Now you can't say the word retarded.
You can't say anything.
But
I feel you. I just feel like people always try to put their best foot forward.
Yeah.
So it's like when you know that you have an audience and you're being recorded, you're going to just move there. I don't give a fuck with nobody. Even if you like, I'm so real and I'm this. Even people like Sukihana, perfect example. Even you being so real and raw, you're still being very conscious of being that way, because I'm pretty sure the way that she's acting in that way, even though that may be her wrong real, she's not acting like that when she at home with them kids.
Right. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So she's not.
Yeah,
like, you know, she's not.
Who do you think Akbar V act the same way at home?
Maybe.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, some of these motherfuckers don't know how to turn that shit off.
But sometimes you just.
But I feel you.
So it's just like, I think,
Brittany Renner,
for people to be so like, I feel like this whole cancel culture, that shit's stupid. I feel like, people should be able to say what they want to an extent. And yes, you should have to deal with the consequences if the people who are buying it don't want to accept that. That's not the same as cancel culture to me.
I feel like the people that's buying it are the people that would accept it. Like, the real fans know you.
So,
like, I
and
know
that being
for a
said,
fact that Rick Ross, well, I'm not gonna say for a fact, but I know that nigga ain't really about rape.
So, and that being said, it's like, that's why I feel like the cancel culture is stupid, because they like, cancel this and the cancel.
You don't know it. You don't know it. But
much,
as a person that might have purchased, I ain't never purchased some shit that he had, but I'm saying, I'm using him as an example.
You've never bought a Rick Ross album?
I never bought a Rick Ross album, but I listen to him. But I don't believe that Rick Ross is taking no ass from nobody. Honestly,
you don't know that a nigga.
That's a big ass nigga.
And you gotta think all these skinny niggas, right? You out here with all these skinny niggas, and then you like, oh, I'm getting this bitch tonight. I might got up. Realm. It's hella niggas that got bread and we thinking at it just like, it's Rick Ross, but he's not. Oh, Rick Ross maybe next to
you at
Chris
Junior's,
Brown.
You thought you was going to see Rick Ross and you end up at Junior's birthday party? No, but let's get into this. You know what I'm saying? So back to the selective outrage. Chris Rock just dropped a special this last Saturday. He did it live.
He's
and
corny.
The topic I agree. The topic that everybody's been waiting on him to touch on is the Will Smith slap. Mm-hmm. We waited, and he finally got to it, and he said that Will Smith practices selective outrage. Mm-hmm. Everybody calls him a bitch, everybody calls him weak, everybody disrespects his wife and him online, and he slaps me. That's selective outrage. You pick the littlest guy.
It's not like he doesn't have truth in what behind he's saying.
But at the end of the day, a lot of those people that talk shit about him wasn't in the same room as him either.
Exactly. And he also threw out a lot of names. He said Breakfast Club, Drink Champs. None of them ever called Will Smith a bitch.
But then he was even like, you know what? August Alsina, how you interviewing with the nigga who busting you?
Oh, yeah.
I feel like when it comes to that, Will Smith and August Alsina had a fucking understanding.
I think they did too.
I think, I asked him, I got his blessing. If you look at some of those pictures, August Alsina was booed up with Jada Pinkett. It wasn't like they was mother and son or friend. It was times when he had her ass cuffed like
this
them
your woman.
Tupac pictures.
For sure.
Yeah.
She loved him down.
Exactly. She loved that nigga for real. And I think that little interview where they was going back and forth, I don't think Will was really upset in that at all. I think they did that because we're in a climate of
you have to say
content.
Something.
You got to say something.
Or they gonna make a narrative.
Man, they've been on this shit. They've been married for 30 years. They have a really deep understanding. Yeah. Everybody has this narrative that Will is just so hurt and destroyed. That nigga don't give a fuck.
No, I feel you.
Fucking bitches.
That nigga don't give a fuck. I think he slapped Chris Rock He had just did that tennis movie and he played Venus and Serena's dad. Yeah. And sometimes these motherfuckers be stuck in character.
You think he was stuck in the character?
Look, he has to be.
So was it Will Smith? It was
exactly.
When it comes to actors, okay, let's use your boy from Batman.
Yeah.
He was so into that character.
A nigga died.
He died because he couldn't get off that crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? And to a certain extent, people say Tupac was so engulfed in his character from Juice that he lived that for the rest of his days. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he wasn't really thugging.
About you,
exactly.
About Steel.
You have to become those characters, man.
He got canceled because of that shit too.
And he embarrassed his wife.
Yeah, he embarrassed everybody.
And you know, I read his book, and he said his whole life he felt like a bitch because his mom got her ass beat by his dad, and he didn't protect her. So he carried that throughout his whole life. He was like, man, anytime the women in my family need me, I'm never there. Yeah. So on this grand stage,
so he felt that
millions
was the
of
time
people.
Out of all that's right.
Yeah, he finally got his nuts.
Was the time to go up and slap
he slapped the shit out of that nigga, and you was just a casualty of me becoming a man. Because he was
kicking in at the joke at first.
I don't think he did.
I think he was like, all right, now move on.
And then he turned, he looked over at her, and she looked pissed.
And somebody nitpicking at your wife for years, because even Chris touched on that. He was like, I haven't been bullying this bitch. She said something about such and such. No, you was kind of like picking at her a lot. And some people don't like being embarrassed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel like there's different ways to handle that situation.
But
not just walking up and slapping fucking fire out of
He slapped the shit out of his ass.
I guess in front of everybody.
If your nigga slapped a nigga who had just like roasted you or disrespected you, would you be like, babe?
I would suck his dick on the ride.
That's what I'm talking about.
Like,
you think that nigga wasn't going home in the limo getting that guap 550, 5,000?
Like, babe, damn.
You know what I'm saying? You sucked the shit out of that nigga.
Yeah. Like,
they did a line of cocaine on the way home.
Oh, shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
y'all dumb as hell. Will Smith has been on the air for a fucking decade.
He just got an NAACP award too.
Exactly.
He's still getting nominated. Like
he still got movies coming out.
And that's what I'm saying. With cancel, it's selective. And
yeah, because it wasn't racial and it wasn't sexual. You know what I'm saying? He just protected his wife.
Yeah.
And whether y'all want to admit it or not, niggas really kind of looked at it like, nigga, you slapped a nigga about your girl.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, don't disrespect me.
Watch
you know, black people are
mouth.
really big on respect. Everything with us is, that nigga tried me. You should have tried me. You should have.
That shit was sexy to me.
I slap that nigga again. I don't give a fuck. But watch your mouth. Give me some uncancelable motherfuckers.
Some uncancelable motherfuckers?
Uncancelable.
Oh, hell yeah, Charleston. Yeah.
Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Will Smith.
Yeah, Will Smith.
Chris Brown.
No. Chris Brown's career has been fucked up from that shit.
It was
that shit got tainted a little bit.
But he's still...
He do be taking pictures for $1,000.
He came out with a 62 song album, okay?
Yeah.
But his career did take a dive.
He don't be getting those calls. He whine about it every once in a while. Yeah. He get online. He be like, man, they still stopping me. And
he did write that thing with Blueface. He just came out with them.
He was like, why can he hit his girl and I can't?
Why can he hit his girl?
Because
that's a part of their persona.
That's their image.
Do y'all think that's their image, or is that real?
It is real.
I think it's real.
I think they really be fighting.
Yeah,
because she's pregnant now. So it's like, maybe this is just our image.
Nah. I feel like that's them.
He finna
like the way he is, that's them.
And it's sad because with him, it's like he came out with almost like the good boy, good guy. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, you can't be the good guy. No, Chris Brown. So you can't be like the boy next door, good guy. Everybody want to be with you, but you slapping bitches. And that don't go together. That doesn't go with what you're presenting.
We said that he was, you know what I'm saying, he wasn't hard and he only enjoyed the gang. I was like,
no, that's the thing. I still don't think he's not a bitch. That's what I'm saying. Like, Chris Brown isn't a bitch, and you're finna stop trying to play him. I never said that. That's not what I said.
And so Chris Brown give me is there any black women that's been canceled?
Monique Tiffany Haddish. Monique's been blackballed definitely from Hollywood for her attitude mainly.
They said the first Vivian from what was that?
The first
the real Vivian.
They canceled her too.
The real.
She got canceled for real. Like, that was crazy.
And y'all know what's crazy? Certain people got enough clout to pull you out of cancellation.
For sure. They even tried to cancel Felicia Rashad for defending Bill Cosby for a second, but then she somehow spun that shit back.
Shut the fuck up, y'all.
I said, I'm sorry.
Oh, this person's messing with you.
They was about to take her
Hell, they about to take her down. Okay, they was about to. And I'm like, really, y'all, just for defending her friend? But
all right, so
I don't know. They're like, watch your mouth.
I like that though. Does the shit really have value if you can take it away from you? How can you take my doctorate away from me?
That's what I was wondering too.
Nigga,
When they
is this an
snatched all his
honorary
stuff.
doctorate? 'Cause
Yes,
if you give
I
me
think
some
it was honorary.
okay, because
It had
nigga,
to be,
if
so
I put in that
real.
time,
They
You
can't
can't-
take-
first of all,
take
I
a
think
degree.
that's
Yeah,
fucking stupid.
He about to turn me to a school
There's
shooter.
no such thing. How the fuck you get an honorary
That's
anything?
good.
So you mean to tell me I'm
Because-
so fucking cool? You gonna hand me
Yes.
a degree?
When I
Yes,
saw
that is
Waka
the stupidest
Flocka-
shit I've ever heard of my
when I
life.
saw
I'm
Waka
that bitch.
Flocka get a degree, I was like, all right,
Oh
we
my
in. This is
God.
the end of the world. Like,
Honorary, like you're honorarily fucking stupid.
Ole do it, nigga.
Right,
Get the
like-
fuck out of here. Okay.
done.
Cray, y'all sound like some haters, so you wouldn't take it. That's a.
What
I
is it
think-
really
I
mean?
think-
What is
no,
it
no,
for?
okay, I think an honorary degree is no different from like a key to the city. It's not really unblocking any doors. It's just like
No,
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 that's not
keep
the
that
same
unlocked
thing.
every
No,
day.
no, no. A
same.
key to
I
the
feel
city
like-
is saying like the city sees you, respects you.
exactly, and this school is honoring you
That
with
you
this
ain't
degree.
never fucking been
And
to.
you know what?
It
Usually they be
doesn't
pushing a
matter.
lot of money into
That's
those
why
schools.
though.
put no
Yeah.
hours of
Right, you
study
done
in it.
That's
built,
'cause
you
they
probably
be-
done built into it. You know, you came
say all
and
that.
spoke.
You didn't say all
No,
that.
It doesn't matter, but that's where it come from. All I'm saying is, it makes sense.
I mean, if you pour money into the school, obviously, great, they gonna start handing you shit. But that's crazy though.
How is it?
What-
It's no
so, but-
different
but
from a
what
key
I-
to the
okay,
city.
So what?
Because
I'm
what
sa-
is a key? What you got? You open to the mayor's house?
So what I'm saying is, so they can't go to the hospital, but like, yo, let me get this heart surgery real quick.
I feel like the key
I'm
to
a
the city
doctor.
is more of a physical representation of like your
We fuck
And
with
so
you.
it's
This
your,
your
and so
city,
it's this
your clout.
diploma.
This
And so
your
it's this
city.
your
diploma.
clout. Like
Okay.
I'm a
you
doctor
come
now.
here, you
Call me
look at
Dr.
shit.
Dr. Tasty.
See, we talked about something like that a couple episodes ago when they was down there in Florida just getting
Right,
out
Because
Hey, I got one too.
First of all, these
Fuck you talking about?
people, first of all, these people aren't becoming like honorary doctorate of medicine. It'd be like doctor, and they could just come and speak, and they, that's all that they
Hey,
be doing
I'ma tell
is
y'all some
speaking.
funny
It's not a real degree.
It's not a real degree. Hey, y'all know a lot of those 2020 grads are like kind of like half-ass degree because they got sent home and they did all their work on the computer.
That's crazy.
They, you know, exactly.
Yeah, I seen
Google.
something about that. They was
Yeah.
like a lot of kids who when especially
Motherfuckers
through
was
the pandemic
failing
and shit.
and passed because
Just
they went
because
home.
of
For
Yeah.
sure.
The cancel culture, what it does, in my opinion, is it tries to create a perfect person that doesn't exist.
For sure.
And the people who are going the hardest with it usually have the darkest past.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You was
Like, why you so mad? Why you don't want me to win so bad?
exactly
Because I don't win, okay? If I don't win, nobody
and
wins.
that's even that takes
I
you
hate you
somewhere
because I
else.
hate me.
And it could be y'all people behind the scenes trying to block you.
First of all, that's
Get you out the way.
exact. Man, you don't think that that's? I think that that's what's going on more. I think it's more people blocking people getting on than people putting people on.
And what limits do you think they'll go to?
Anything.
Any limit.
Anything. Paying people. It still be shit now that I be seeing on the Shade Room and stuff like that, where they be like, oh, she paid this show for me not to come on, or
Oh,
you
yeah,
know what
yeah,
I'm saying? We ain't going, but
right.
that shit.
Yeah, I
it
heard
definitely
all
goes
that.
on.
So Nicki
You
Minaj
agree?
is the one.
Or
Let's go ahead and say the
anybody.
name. Nicki Minaj be paying people.
That's what they say.
So what if they were saying that was the pop star, that wasn't Michael Jackson? Y'all
I
said that's
just-
not the same
I
thing?
just
that was Michael.
feel
His name
like-
is Michael Jackson. Though.
What I am going to say
His name
is
was Chris Brown as well.
I feel like what I am
And
going to
the
say
people-
is 100% certain is that we don't know. We
We don't
wasn't
know.
there. Everything is speculation.
Yes,
Everything is
always,
opinion.
yeah.
We
And you
don't
can
know.
hear
in
shit
either
enough
way. You
times
see
and
what I'm
believe
saying?
it.
And I feel like everything is about a feeling. It ain't because of fact. It's
What
you
is
only
the
feel
thing
that
that makes
fact
us
because you
actually
read it.
believe it, though?
It's a feeling.
That you
It's only a
personally-
feeling. It's
It's
only
a
a
feeling,
feeling
right?
because you can't be like off of this fact
But
or off of
feelings
this.
can be wrong, though.
They
Yeah.
can be, and that's what I'm saying, because even just like in a court of law, and you have a jury, they don't even in proof. You know things they can show a crime that can go 10 different ways from this same exact evidence. You don't.
Do
Nobody
you
ever
think
knows
that
unless
you,
they're
as
there.
a person, as an individual, can look at your favorite celebrity or entertainer and see them a little bit, even when they're in character? Do y'all feel like y'all can see them? Do you feel like if you're looking at Boosie, you see Boosie, not little, you see Torrance Hatch? Do you feel like you ever see the real person behind the persona?
Yes,
Or do you feel like everybody's just really good at who they are and that's just...
I feel like both ways. I feel like some people it's especially certain celebrities, they make it their mission to let it be known that this is not a character, this is me. And I think that's the difference. It's a lot of celebrities.
You see what I'm saying? He is uncancelable.
You see what I'm saying? He let it be known.
That's who he is for real.
You see what I'm saying? I think that's what makes the difference. Is I think sometimes can a little bit of 24/7. You can come into your character. Just like Beyonce and Sasha Fierce. Do I think they're different people? But do I think that Beyonce might still have a little hot sauce in her purse? Yeah. You see what I'm saying? But also, like I said, it just depends on the person, and what you also just have to look at. It's all about the customer base and what they want and what they receive at that point in time. So it's just like, and that being said, the same people that you're wanting to buy these albums and to support you, and that's how you get your money. You can't be mad if they like, oh, I'm not fucking that you said, fucking with what you said. It's really a luck of the draw. It's not really, you said, that's how I feel about it. It's just sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Just like with the Chris Brown and Blueface, it just depends. It just be like that, and you can't control it. It's just because it's different eras. Sometimes it'd be cool, like before, like it would be cool with like always talking about fucking and sucking, you know what I'm saying? But back in the day, that wasn't such a thing. But then now it is. But then now people are getting more censored, and you can't say. You see what I'm saying? So it just depends on the time too, and it just really it's on the people and what they fucking with and what they not.
Sometimes you can't.
Right. It just if it's Tuesday or.
Y'all know who Chloe is, right?
Chloe Bailey.
Yeah, she just released some video where she was talking about a sex scene she had to do with. She had a sex scene with him, and she was like talking about how embarrassed she was to do it, and even though she portrays a sexual being online, and she be nasty on there sometimes, and she said like, just because I portray this don't mean it's me.
For sure.
So it's kind of like, when it comes to celebrities,
that's the thing though. When do you draw the line with that shit too though?
You never know unless the police get involved and really start finding shit. That's all you can do. But even in
that, it's still speculation, and because you can have two
Damson Idris,
and you can have two investigators who look at the same evidence, and they can the prosecutor gonna present it this way, and it's the same evidence, but the defense gonna present it this way, and it's the same evidence. You see what I'm saying? So everything is always perspective.
Yeah.
Facts. So we're going to switch it up for a second, and we're going to go into Come Have a Taste with T.
Hey, okay. So, have you ever got caught cheating, and what happened?
Yes.
Let's run it around.
I'll start first. I got caught cheating a lot of times in the back in the day.
Give a juicy story.
The what juicy happened? Story, I think I probably already told this shit. Motherfucker caught me. Y'all remember Tagged?
Yes.
Tag was that was where the hoes was at. Yeah. So it was like it was like MySpace, Tagged. Okay. It was one of them. So back then, I'm just hollering at motherfuckers, just all in the inbox. I'm surfing the motherfucker. Then motherfuckers start talking back, and we going hard. Hey man, you look good. I'm about to do this. I want to do this to you. She's going back and forth. We just going back and forth. And she's like, I should just pull up on you. I stay out in such and such. I was like, oh, that ain't really far away from where I live. And I was like, it's whatever. So I got off.
You was in a relationship at the time?
I was
okay.
Definitely.
I just wanted to make that clear. Okay.
All this was coming full circle.
Okay.
It's going down. Like, we just really going in. And come to find out, this was the person I was in a relationship with talking to me.
Oh my fucking idiot.
And I was going hard.
Wow.
So next thing you know, probably like right after the conversation, a knock at my door coming. It's like, oh really, Anthony? This how you felt? So you about to do what? What are you over here doing? No, it started off calm because a motherfucker want to catch you or some shit. So what you over here doing? Oh, I'm just chilling.
I've done that before.
And then so you about to do what? You wanted to wet ass was gonna do what with you? And I was like, damn, I've never felt so stupid because it was literally no lie I could come out with to tell her that
that's what it was about to happen. I've done that before though.
You've been the person to talk to your man?
Yes. But that tends to be someone else.
I feel like that's what girls do when they're young, right?
I was young.
Remember high school? They'll put you on three-way and be like,
don't say nothing.
Do you like such and such?
Yeah. It was
that's what happened when I was
young. Act like you talking to about, Wait till you find out one of your homeboys did it.
Man, what?
Man, or threw you under the bus. Right. Yeah, that happened to everybody.
So told me what happened.
Yeah.
What about Diamonds? You ever cheated?
No, but I have been in a room where somebody cheated on me before. in the next room over.
Like you were getting cheated on?
Yes.
Oh wow.
Like while I was in the same house with like a neighbor, like a friend.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
I was like, gone a little bit too long, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, you know, where the hell? They
get
both in the
busted
back.
in the other
Yes.
room.
That's
Okay.
some big ball shit, right? Nigga really don't give a
that
fuck.
shit was crazy.
Damn.
That's wild.
If you had came in here on some murder shit, you
Oh, I
might have got
did.
away with it.
I didn't say it. Like I didn't go into my story,
Hey,
but you
crimes
know,
of passion.
yeah, that shit was rough. I know that. Probably should have caught a case, but you know.
I'm
so.
not cheated. Yes.
What happened? What's the juicy you got caught cheating? Is it like multiple stories? Have you cheated multiple times or just like one time? And in all of your
I mean,
relationships?
I'm not gonna lie. Not all of my relationships, but multiple times, yes.
Okay.
But
Everybody
no,
get
one
that.
they called me on three-way. That shit was like what y'all said. Like, we'll be
Damn.
quiet. Yeah.
And
I
you
was
just
like,
be so.
So where was you at the other day? I was like, shit, just chilling. So you wasn't at my house? Oh
Lying.
my god! I just hooked up instantly. Fuck it.
Oh, so they actually started talking. Somebody emotions got too high.
Yes,
and
yes,
it came
exactly
out.
what happened.
Damn.
I just hung up
Dang,
the phone.
I would've
Fuck
hung
it.
up too.
I just
How'd you get out of that?
I called both of them back separately. It was like, but you know she lying. That shit worked too.
It worked?
Yes, it did.
Damn.
Did you keep? No, we're not good. Diving into deep. So yeah, that's crazy. How about you? I got caught one time. Well, yeah. I got woke up. I
wake up. Oh, go ahead. Get
got
into
woke up
it.
my phone. I guess I left my phone open, and
The blurry screen. What?
I was like, I start laughing. And then it was just like, I
That's
didn't know
how you
what
get
to say.
popped
I
up
was
about
so
it.
uncomfortable.
You got
Like,
popped up about it, didn't you?
No, I didn't. But I was uncomfortable. I didn't know what to say. And then it was like I could be very manipulative, and I could have like switched it around and kind of, you know what I'm saying. But I didn't do that, and I just apologized, and it was over. And that was it.
Oh, this person loves you.
And then next question: do men really consider, or I guess people, I can ask it the other way around for us, like consider women wifey material if they really like give it up after like the first night? And it's like everybody always be like, oh, if they free being free, but like in real life, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like
No.
thank you.
No.
Because I hate, I feel like this generation has been making that so normal. Like,
This
you
generation
better
try to
fuck
make
it in.
everything
You know what I'm
that
saying?
was in
But
the past not like normal now. Everything that was considered wrong, somebody gonna try to make sense of it now. No.
And it's like, for me, I feel like people be making it so normal. Like, I seen a post the other day with like having sex with people that you're not in a relationship with. You know what I'm saying? And like and don't get me wrong, it's because I know I always talk about the free love, and I do believe in that too, if that's what you and your partner on. But I'm talking about like if this is you and the person that you with, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's crazy to me if that's what y'all both are wanting. It's just, I don't know. People act like that it's just so normal, and people making it normal, but I feel like that confuses things when you
Women
start to
that
have
give it up on the first night shouldn't expect to be wifey.
you see,
Like, honestly.
and it's like, they're saying like, oh, making it seem like it's cool or like it's
What
okay,
is
but
the first night exactly?
like maybe you
Like,
meet
soon as you meet a
them,
nigga,
you go out on
the
a
same
date, and then
day,
you
yeah.
busting them. Yeah, like I mean, usually if you interested,
One date, then fuck.
yeah.
And
So
not
no
just
talking
I met
involved?
you at the club. Met you at the club, or met you out and you fucked that day, or
Either one night stand is a one. I mean,
The very first encounter of y'all
Yeah.
seeing each other, you
We're
had
fucking.
sex.
it depends on how long it took to get the encounter. How long y'all talk to people before y'all actually meet up?
it just depends, honestly. I'm selective. So like in dating and stuff, I ain't gonna lie. Like I done met somebody. That's the point of dating. You meet somebody, and then usually, especially if it's like a weekday, Monday or Tuesday, y'all gonna see each other like Friday. You see what I'm saying? And
'Cause
go
there's
out to
certain
dinner or
conversations
TV.
that might be had. Like y'all, like say you get somebody number today on a Sunday, and y'all chop it up and don't meet each other until June 1st.
Nobody.
But y'all done already. No, I'm saying like if y'all be like shit, we work, but we've been talking every day.
From March, January.
March, April, May, June. That's
a
3
long
months.
time.
It's a long time, but
It's like a jail.
if you're a person who works and
But I
has
guess I
a
can say that
life,
because with my friends.
yeah, like y'all finally get up and then we fuck that day, but we done already been talking. Does that change it?
I think her
it's still,
question is like
I think
would
it's
you
just-
give it up like after a first date type shit? Like it's like done.
Because
Like
what
you meet
about
them,
energy
date,
and
whatever.
vibe? Sometimes you can be the chemistry
you
could
can
be
fuck with it.
right.
I don't even instill. I'm just talking about time frame because you're saying like that's after a long period of time and kind of getting to know someone.
But it's
and-
still the first date.
If you met somebody on Tinder, went on a dinner date with them and fucked them, would she be wifey?
That's why I specified in the beginning, like how is it going? Did I just meet you and then we
That's
fuck?
what I'm saying, yeah,
if I
just
just met
meet
you
you.
and fuck, hell
That's
no,
what
you're not
she's
wifey
saying,
material.
yeah.
I can't wife you because once we as men, we like to build up to the sex.
Yeah.
And we get the chase is real.
Yeah.
If you let me bust off immediately, I have nothing to look forward to later.
Right.
But is that not the same even if we've been talking for a couple of months, but we haven't spent any time together, even in us spending time, that's still like the first time because we haven't spent any time together.
Well, sometimes talking on the phone is spending
that
time
time?
because
To niggas it is.
you be
No, dead ass.
Think
To
about
niggas it is.
how you feel after you stay on the phone with somebody until 3 a.m. and y'all fall asleep together.
sure.
You know what I'm saying? That is real time you're investing.
Yeah,
I haven't
like-
hung up.
So you feel like you should give up the pussy if you met a nigga and y'all talking, but y'all ain't spent no time together, but y'all on that level.
I feel like you could get to that level without actually.
You're gonna
being-
talk about it on the phone eventually.
Yeah.
I don't need to spend more physical time. That's just me. Like I don't know.
I feel like you and I
Because
I
you
agree
don't
with
think that it could be
I would have to
different.
build physical chemistry. Like, you know,
But what if-
sometimes you can have that talking on the phone, but then when you get together, it's fucking awkward. Like,
You see what I'm
It's like-
saying?
like, I don't
Because
know.
there's like a, but I guess it's hard because it's this day and age. You have FaceTime.
That mean you
so-
was playing though.
Yeah.
That mean you was playing. When we was
Yes.
on the phone, you know what I'm saying? If we was
Yeah.
on the phone and we really rocking and we really vibing.
we
When I
come-
see
yeah.
you, have y'all ever been? I'm telling you, this is
when you see people, you also start noticing shit you might not like about the person, or
this
if
is
they have
see
something
now y'all
here.
bringing in like the
No,
fact that you might
and I
bring
don't
somebody
know.
meet somebody on social media.
But I'm talking about somebody you met. I'm not talking about like blind
No.
date type shit.
Okay,
well,
That's
if
not
you
what I'm
met,
talking about.
You already know that y'all physically,
Yeah.
whether it
Attracted,
is
for
or
sure.
not.
Okay.
Like if you meet somebody online, you like, damn, you been
So
commenting
you
on my
wouldn't
shit.
consider them a hoe? Like, so that's my question. If you met a woman and y'all met in person, but y'all met each other, but y'all haven't seen each other. Y'all been chopping it up, but y'all done got on that level and y'all really, really, really bobbing on the phone, and then y'all
No.
actually get to spend some time
I
together,
don't-
and then
I
y'all
don't-
fuck.
It depends on the age of the people.
Yeah.
Like I feel like a woman who's in her 30s, she already know what the fuck she bout. That
Right.
don't mean she a hoe unless you describe like she's comfortable in her hoe.
Yeah.
Like she old enough. Hey, are we fucking or not? You know what I'm saying? But if she's like, you get a woman like a mother. A baby mama or some shit.
Yeah.
And if they be 35, 36, they ain't trying to play.
Yeah.
And just cause she fucked on me, she a hoe, that just be shit. I've been waiting to fuck. I'm like you the one. Maybe we could go somewhere with this. We could fuck.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
think she's a hoe. But if she was 19, 20, and I think it's I know that might sound ignorant, but I feel like a young woman who just fucking to be fucking, you ain't lived a lot, or a young man, y'all just fucking, I feel like it might be a little hoe in you still. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
you're just trying to get your rocks off.
Yeah.
An older person knows we here. You finally here.
Now we finna get it going
we
on.
finna
We
get it
finna
going
get it
on.
cracking.
Hopefully the energy
We ain't
matches.
kids no more. My kids
Exactly.
upstairs sleep. I gotta.
There
Okay.
you go.
Okay. Okay. I was just asking. I wasn't
Yeah.
sure. You know what I'm saying? Just
Yeah,
I'm
age
older.
definitely
You know
does.
what
I
I'm
mean,
saying?
y'all
I'm
can
dating, so
ask that.
I
Y'all
always
can
be-
answer too. Shit.
I be wanting to know
just
what
me.
people think. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
that was,
But
kind
no,
of.
definitely time does play a big factor.
Yeah.
It really does.
Okay.
When you're young, you just be out
Sure.
there.
You just
throwing
out
the pussy
there,
like-
and I'm not special to you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is just something we do it. But like when you get older,
But like,
y'all-
if the anticipation is built up, then it's okay to bust that pussy up.
I feel like it is. I
Okay.
feel like it is. It's levels to hoeing.
Because I don't be knowing. I want to get married, and I want, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
and not even that. Like, I even move because I care what people think, but I also be wanting to know like what people be thinking. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just because I don't be knowing, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
I always try to, figure out like, well, that's whole
I
like,
feel
or
you.
that's wifey like shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Ooh, I like that. We gonna have to bring that up on the next one.
So let's come have a taste with tea.
Let's come have a taste
Come have
with
taste.
tea with my girl. Taste tea. Let's get into pick your poison. All right, y'all. Look, I'm eager to hear what TK got. He said his
Right.
shit was fire.
Hey,
so
let's go.
okay,
Let's
you
go.
kick it off.
Would you rather lose all your current memories and you can't get them back, or keep all your current memories and you can't remember anything new?
First of all, you said it like that the first time. You didn't change it.
No, like
no, do you understand
anything
what I'm
that
saying?
happens, you won't remember it. So
I
if
don't
you
care
were to
about
go
that.
out,
I don't care about the past. I've experienced it. I lived it. Let's create new memories.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I
would
don't
hate to
want to be
not
stuck in
remember
perpetual
anything.
past thoughts. That shit, man. You always be reminiscing. Fuck that. I want to
Yeah.
start new shit.
Yeah.
You know, because you don't lose your traumas, do you? I want them
true.
gone.
Nah, that's real shit.
What?
Bro.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
For real.
How y'all feel? Taste tea?
I want the new memories. I don't want to, like I said, be sad. I don't want to, I mean, it's always levels to the question. You know what I'm saying? Because if I lose my mom, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, how did you get here? Do you still have your family? And you just, you see what I'm saying? But if in the short version, I want to create new memories.
Yeah.
Me too.
Diamonds.
I want the new ones. If I go on couples trips, friends trips, family trips, I want to be able to remember what the fuck we did. So I'm going with new.
Okay.
No, that's
Facts. Okay, Diamonds.
Okay, my pick your poison is: would you rather live where there's super super cheap rent, but shitty ass weather, like cold 20-degree rainy ass weather every day all day, or super high ass rent and perfect weather?
High rent. High rent.
Like
me,
high
please.
ass rent, like
High
damn
rent
near
me,
impossible
please.
to pay.
High rent me, please.
And perfect weather all the time.
High rent me.
I gotta go high rent because if you got low rent and the weather sucks, it's gonna be.
You're just gonna inside all day saving up money. I don't want that.
That's like living in certain parts of
You're free
Florida
to do anything
with
you want with more money, though. I don't know.
I don't.
But I feel like when you pay a lower rent, it's not as good quality as if you pay higher rent. So your shit go blow away.
Same apartment.
Oh, so, okay,
nice ass apartment, regardless.
Okay.
But the weather's just fucked up like all the time. But you got a low rent. Like,
I'm a weather girl. I like to be outside. I like sundresses.
But see, I could just go travel and just with all the bread I save. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just leave my crib and go travel somewhere else.
I feel like that's cheating though.
that's messing up the pick your poison.
Right. That's cheating.
Okay. So
shitty weather, no matter where you go, is fucked up as like Seattle, like just cloudy, rainy, cold.
I'm gonna have to pay that rent, bro. I can't. I'm gonna have to figure out. We gotta sell crack or something.
Okay.
Okay, I got a good one. Would you rather? Right. Would you rather have a train ran on your mom and you gotta watch, or you have to give head to the same sex?
Oh,
God,
shit!
God
damn!
I mean, I'm not gonna answer this fast. But I'm gonna answer it. So let me talk slow. I don't want to just jump out and say, "My mom get a train."
You have to watch.
I'm not sucking the dick.
I mean, gang bang.
I'm not sucking the dick.
Okay.
Hey, people that walked in on their parents before, it's just another motherfucker there. 2 more, 3 more. Shit. How long you gotta watch?
The whole thing. It's like an orgy, like a gang bang.
Y'all
Like
niggas
flood it
better
out.
be fast, goddamn. Oh my god.
Don't you hurt my buzzer?
You're hurting her.
Like you gotta help. You there. You gotta get mama some water.
Oh hell no! See that changes.
Never said we had to interact.
That's what I'm saying, because you have to take it there. You gotta take it there. To make it pick your poison.
What would you
that
do?
still don't change it because I'm still not sucking the dick.
Okay, I feel you.
Oh my god!
You eating coochie or holding your mama legs open?
I'm going to town on that whole scoochie, okay?
See,
I'm not watching my
it's easier
mom,
for
my
y'all to
dad,
say
none of
some
that shit. Fuck
bullshit.
that.
Okay, I couldn't think of one to make it equivalent for women to make it just
I'm
as
going
girls.
to town.
Okay, you eating man booty or you
See,
watching
it
that?
still don't
That's
work.
the same
That's
thing.
the
I
same.
do that too.
It have to be something.
Okay, you getting an orgy ran on you. Okay, you getting an orgy ran on you, or you
Okay.
watching your mama getting an orgy ran on her.
There we go. Is that
Boom,
easier?
for the
That's a
women.
little better. How about that?
But
Like
Okay, that
you get
works.
an orgy ran on you.
I thought it was you. That's the female version.
yeah, this is the
You the one
female
that tripped up
version.
though, right?
No,
Or
it's
me?
the female version of it
course
because
I
they
took the
asked.
orgy
They
and-
said.
man,
They said that they giving their mom crackers and holding her legs open.
Oh wow. Damn.
See,
Okay.
she had things.
Right. She, you right. Every time she said she asked more
I'm
things.
just kidding.
Okay. He probably still do it though. 'Cause he
Hell
don't know.
no. Well, I'm not saying. See,
You know,
look,
you
no
holding
matter
it-
what you add about
I'm about to say you holding the legs open or you sucking the
This
dick.
becomes a different question.
You right? You
every
holding the
time.
legs open
He
or
would
you
still
sucking the
hold the
dick?
legs
Okay,
open.
you holding the
You
legs
already
open
know.
or you sucking the dick?
He wouldn't want to, but he would.
It's-
You
Jesus
you holding the legs open or you sucking the
He
dick?
would.
Look, she would. Never mind.
Yes, he would.
And then, next,
He would.
look, TK.
He already,
Don't
TK
you
did
hurt my
his
mother,
already.
okay?
You already answered.
Just stretch Felicia.
Oh my god.
I cannot right now. Oh my god. I'm so sick of y'all. Oh my god.
I want to go home.
Oh my god, yo, this is the funniest show
I can't
ever.
get no orgy ran on me, man. I'm sorry.
You know what? And I'm gonna say some real
Is
shit.
it my mom or my dad getting a train run on?
Your mom.
That's what it would have to be.
Yeah, it would have to be the
that
dad.
would be the
My
equivalent.
mom
See,
getting a train run on?
it would have to be your dad.
Okay, so your dad getting
Your
your dad
dad-
getting a ran train on
Your
him.
dad running, being a part of a train.
Like a Mandingo
Yeah,
party?
he being a part of a Mandingo party.
Yeah, your dad or you.
You got to watch your dad participate in the
Or
train.
you getting the train ran on you.
By Mandingo.
I don't give a fuck. Come on, Big Rodney. You going.
Oh my god, can't. I don't know.
Look how close was y'all growing up. See, this
Oh,
that's
no.
what it changes everything, right?
can't
I
do
just
it,
feel like for me,
Ash was right there with
that
her
would be
whole
a
life.
lot.
I can't do it.
I can't. Well, let me. I'm lying.
I can't do it.
I'm lying. I can't can't say like
Shit,
maybe if it was like 10 niggas, I could do that. Maybe if it was some drugs involved.
That's hard.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a hard thing to decide.
You would have to have the drugs. Wait,
yes.
You talking about your dad or you?
Me.
Oh,
okay.
Well,
so she's picking the orgy.
Yeah, she's picking.
On
Okay,
yourself.
I'm just.
I would too.
I felt like in my life that all women had a little fantasy that they wanted multiple niggas at once. Is that even true, or do y'all look at it as slutted out?
I never wanted multiple niggas at once.
Look at this, Steve. Look at this, Steve. She got that Grinch smile.
I don't know why,
but that's what I'm saying.
It just scares me. Like I'm not saying it's bad, but it was just kind of freaking me out because I wouldn't really know, what to expect. Like, it's like
expect a lot of dicks.
Expect a lot of dicks. A lot of dicks.
Okay, so I can't breathe. None of the other holes plugged up.
You gotta
too?
breathe out your nose.
Everything plugged up.
At the same time.
I'm starting to see people talk about that now. That's like a topic. Like, it's women saying it's a threesome. Why is it a threesome when y'all do it, but when we do it, it's a train?
I don't think.
But I ain't say threesome. We said orgy. That means multiple.
Yes, I would. Not a train, like back to back to back. No, but
all
just
at
like
once.
for sure,
like
for
all
sure.
At once, like
train is when it becomes disrespectful.
But for sure, like orgy on some freaky shit, like everybody, you might. Yes, I would. Slut me, please.
And I'm for real. Like they tell you, fuck me like a slut, spit on me, do whatever. Someone like that shit. That's why I thought that women be wanting multiple niggas.
That's
what would make
but
you feel
even
the
with
most
that,
slutty?
it's different when you're having multiple people degrade you, not even degrade, but slut you out versus like multiple men pleasing you versus everybody pleasing each other. You see what I'm saying? It's just so many levels to it, and I think that term that you're saying, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, let's get into this blast from the past.
I got a good one. Can I go first?
All right, yes.
Okay, so my blast from the past, y'all know I'm super, super girly. I love all things girly. So actually in March 9th of 1959 was the first Barbie that was ever produced. And it was displayed in American Toy Fair in New York City. And I thought that was kind of cool because that was also the first doll that ever came out with like adult features.
Yeah.
That had like boobs and titties and shit like that. But yeah, that in March in 1959, the first Barbie came out.
I love Barbies.
Me too.
I used to play with Barbies when I was younger.
How do you make the decision to put real adult parts on a child's toy?
Like titties and
ass? Like what makes you do it?
Atomically correct.
No,
but you're not a woman. You know what I'm saying?
But they never put like nipples and areolas and like coochie hair and shit. It was just it's a woman, like she said.
But
she knows a woman.
Okay, so you have to know it's a woman.
You can't make a doll with a whole bunch of hair and no body. That's fucking weird.
But the Kens didn't have.
Yeah, they didn't have jumps either. It was just abs and six packs.
Yeah,
and they gave them nipples, but they didn't give Barbie nipples. You notice that?
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Barbie did.
I'm a
fun fact for you right there.
Diamonds, what's your blast from the past?
Okay, millennials. I don't know if y'all remember 2006 and waiting on a certain show to come on every week called Flavor of Love.
Oh,
I don't know if y'all remember waiting on pins and needles for
that's
that
the
shit
first
to
time
come
I
on.
seen somebody get spit on.
Okay, that's senior year,
Yes.
and everybody's waiting on that shit. That shit was dope.
Nigga.
Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know what the fuck
that was like the
going
first
on.
like busted out reality TV
Yes.
show.
Yes.
And all them bitches look horrible.
Now, yeah, if you see them
Even
now,
then, you got to think about the bitches that be trying to go for Flavor Flav. They wouldn't be the finest hoes.
Yeah. I don't know how they kiss.
Now that one was kind of fun. What was her
Delicious.
name?
Delicious.
Hoops. There you go.
Delicious look better now than she did then. Back then, she had all that weird shit on her body and.
Don't body.
She got to that bad. She got to that bad.
Don't do that to her.
I'm just saying she looked better now.
But you.
Don't
body
do
with
plastic surgery,
she had a glow up.
But
look,
she wasn't ugly. She was poor.
Wasn't on all the way.
That's the part they're
wigs
gonna
was
dig
crooked.
back and they're gonna cancel you for.
right, shit like that. You can't body
She
shame.
wasn't ugly. She was poor. Okay?
I said what I said.
Right. Okay. And he's fucking sticking to it.
You heard what I said. Delicious. No.
TK, what's your blast from the past? Take us back.
All right, so I was riding out the other day, me and my wife, and we saw a freaking old Blockbuster symbol.
Not Blockbuster.
Yeah, like they
Oh,
kept it
shit.
up. Yo, that
Hey,
shit. I just
Friday night
remember
movies?
going, man, what?
Every Friday, you ask your parents, "Can we go to Blockbuster?" And you get that movie that was
Yeah,
out. But what about when you
Blockbuster.
go and the movie is all there, but it ain't there? Like
Yeah,
you
it was
see
like,
all the
they had
cases.
the cases, yeah, when nothing was behind
That's
it.
when people started stealing and they started taking the movies out.
Y'all,
the
Yeah,
do
case.
y'all remember
That's
when
it started transitioning.
Nickelodeon had like the orange tape?
The orange
Yes,
tape.
yes,
Nigga,
yes.
that's the movie.
Yeah.
I had the orange tape. I had Good Burger on orange tape.
Well,
I freaking
don't
loved
forget
it.
about them late fees.
You better
remember your
rewind
mom
that
be like,
bitch.
we
Right,
can't
you
go.
better rewind
You
that.
We
better
had a
Yeah.
tape rewinder. Remember?
Yeah,
we
it was
had
literally
a-
a separate machine.
You just put it in there and it
rewind.
rewinded did the tape.
That is cool.
And think about how useless that is now. Like, you can't even sell that shit no more.
No, you
like, it's
cannot.
crazy.
Maybe in a vintage store.
I love it.
Where you gonna get the VHS? You gonna rewind your old VHS?
I would love to
They
watch a
still sell
VHS right now. I ain't
VHSs on
gonna
eBay
cry.
and
I
all
still
that.
got one. I still got
Yeah,
one.
they still sell them.
Remember we found Pagemaster outside?
Man, and we watched
Not
that
Pagemaster,
movie
though.
every day. That
I
was
remember
me. That was
Pagemaster.
me
I
and
like
my God, I
Pagemaster.
movie.
Yeah, we found that shit
I felt
We found it.
Pagemaster and the longest
And
story
DVDs.
ever. What was that show?
Oh, Never Ending Story?
I didn't
Yeah.
like either one
Yeah.
of those. They used
Indian
to
in
love
the
those.
And I was
I love
That was the
Indian in the
shit.
cover.
That was the
Indian
Oh
in the
my
cover. I
gosh,
used
that
to
shit
watch
was
that.
so cool.
Blockbuster was like a part. That was a real part of our childhood.
It was.
Like
And
that
it
was
was
our
always
thing to
next
do.
to
You
some
could go
fast
up
food. Y'all
there.
notice that shit?
Yeah.
Might as well come get this food.
Yeah.
Especially
us
Pizza
back.
Hut. That
we
was
knew
the
we was
shit.
getting pizza.
You get the
Man,
movie
what?
for 2 or
Pizza
3
and a
days.
movie.
You get
Yep.
the game for 5 days.
Yep.
They had popcorn. They sold in there. It was
Man,
expensive as
what?
fuck.
Well, everything in there was
Man, we
fucking
ran
Came
expensive.
that pack that came in the bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, it got to this point where you would keep your tape or whatever for so long they'd just make you pay for it.
Yeah.
But that
Like, you
late
could just
fee
have
didn't
it.
If you didn't
stop.
return
No,
it,
it did
yeah.
not.
I remember we had an $80 late fee one time.
On top of the purchase of
Y'all
the
ain't
movie.
never bring
Yeah.
back no movies.
My mom was.
Shit.
We had multiple things. You know, we had multiple.
Oh,
That's
things.
because niggas thought that was the way they had to buy DVDs back then. You just take them from Blockbuster and never bring them back.
Hey, people was doing that with the red box,
Yes,
and
they
that
did.
They started doing the red boxes
Blockbuster
now.
evolved to red box.
It did.
Now
And it
red,
just became all digital. Like you
Exactly.
can't,
That
we
was
can't give you
Netflix and
niggas
all that
nothing.
shit, yeah.
Cashews take us back.
that was shit. All right, so do y'all remember Rhapsody the Basement?
Yes.
Who do y'all remember that? Do y'all have any time
Wayne?
that stands out in your mind?
Lil
Killer
Wayne's
Mike
on
when he started
freestyle.
crying.
Killer Mike cried.
Yeah, he was.
I
I think
didn't see
it was
that
either
episode.
after 9/11. It was one of them. I remember he put his hat down low. He was crying and shit. That shit was
Damn.
fire. I do remember that.
I just
I remember
remember
Lil Wayne
Big Tigger.
freestyle.
Big Tigger, he used to get in there and rap with them,
He
and he used to
did.
sound good.
He used to
Like,
snap,
he used to
yeah.
really be going with them.
He be snapping.
Do y'all remember when Ghostface kind of like tried to punk him on camera? Hey, Tigger was a little scared up in there. He didn't know if that nigga was playing or not.
He's like, I'm not playing with you, man.
Hell
I
yeah.
can't.
Rap City used to come on at like 4 o'clock, and I used to
Yeah.
know when that shit went off,
Rap
106
City.
in Park was coming on. And we was
Yeah,
lit.
106 in Park.
Exactly.
AJ and Free?
Exactly.
Oh, you was looking forward to Bow Wow.
I was,
in
looking forward
Terrence.
to, I was definitely
Okay.
looking forward to AJ and Free. Like I
green
was watching that
couch,
shit in
that green
2000.
Remember the last episode and they cried? Bro, that shit
Yeah.
was
I
cried too.
emotional.
Everybody cried.
I cried.
What
Remember the
about
last episode?
I know. What about when somebody would be number one for like a whole year?
Yeah.
Even
Bow
after,
Wow?
even if they came out with songs after the
Fucking
song. that was number
Freestyle
one.
Friday was my shit.
Freestyle
Oh, yeah,
Friday.
Freestyle Friday was-
Who was the longest number one that annoyed you?
50 Cent.
Lil Wayne.
B2K probably for me. That one song they had.
I'm gonna say it was either Aaliyah, More Than a Woman, or Rock the Boat. I feel like that
Oh,
shit was
yeah.
number one. She was just number one because she died.
Yeah.
And
Probably
I'm not,
so, yeah.
not saying nothing about the devil.
I remember the
that was
episode they
devastating.
aired when she
But-
did that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they announced it.
It was all serious. They was sitting on
They
the couch
announced it
and
when
shit.
Michael Jackson passed too. Old girl was crying and stuff. Yeah.
106 in Park was how you found out about shit. That was
Yeah,
like
it
the
was.
shade room that
Yeah.
went as shady. You
Right,
know what
it
I'm saying?
was.
Like
It was
you-
just about the news, not about the TV.
Remember they used to have like
Yeah.
the people perform and stuff like that, like
Yeah.
the local people and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
absolutely.
Y'all remember when Michelle fell on that bitch?
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
did. She busted
Yeah.
her
Hit the
ass.
floor hard.
Yeah.
Now, do you remember that Beyonce and them kept going?
Yes.
got to.
The show
Hey,
must
the
go
show
on.
goes.
We
Now
can't
we can't
stop.
stop.
to pick your ass up because then they got to start the
She
music
looked
on.
down at her too. You saw that little
Your
quick
ass
little.
up.
Yeah, you better hurry up. Get the fuck out.
But think about,
fell
she done
hard.
bust her ass a few times too.
Yeah,
she just
she
get
has.
up and keep
You
going.
gotta keep going. Gotta keep
Beyonce
going.
fell down a flight of stairs.
She has, yeah, tumbled forward.
She said, I bet not see this on YouTube. While she was saying it, motherfuckers was clicking
Yep.
that shit on there. Yes, man. Blast from the Past, 106 in Park, Rap City the Basement. They
Take
couldn't
us
even
back,
have shit
yes.
like that no more.
No.
But take us back. TK, replay with TK.
Replay. yourself.
So the movie I did was y'all seen? Well, first of all, have y'all seen any of the Creeds?
Yes.
Yes.
I seen all of them. 1, 2, 3.
No, I haven't.
That's terrible. That's terrible. No, then you should watch them though. They're fire. Like that's like
they really are good.
But no,
My
this
thing.
this last
third
one,
one is good.
this third one, it came out on 3/3/23, which I thought was kind of dope. I thought it was dope. But no, Michael B. Jordan actually produced this one. This one was fire. Out of all of them in the campaign, like this one was the hardest. It was him, Jonathan Majors. You know what I'm saying? Which he didn't have an awesome run too. Y'all know he was in The Harder They Fall. He's in he was in Ant-Man, which I haven't seen yet. I want to see
Love
that.
Crab Country.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So he definitely doing his thing. Like they both definitely good dynamic actors. But this one starts after it picks up off the second one where he fought Drago or whatever. But actually starts off from I don't know. Well, you ain't seen this the first one, Taste Tea, but the rest of y'all on the first one where he fought I can't think of his name, but that Hispanic guy in the beginning that he lost to, who was a champion or whatever. They actually picked up from that fight and he actually beat him down to Africa and he goes on to retire. And so the basis of the story is him and John D. Myers was Majors, my bad, was in Homeboys a long time ago. But Jonathan Majors was the one who was boxing or whatever, and Michael B. Jordan was just like his little homie or whatever. So, but it was this guy they used to be with in their group home or whatever, Leon, and Leon like used to beat on him and shit like that. So when Michael B. Jordan saw him, he like lost it, was punching him and shit, and then they tried to jump him. So that's when Jonathan Majors came out, pulled out a gun, and of course it went up from there. So fast forward, Michael B. Jordan, of course, is his boxing Hall of Fame, and then Jonathan B. Myers get out like, what's up, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, I kept in shape. You know what I'm saying? I'm still doing good. Like, let me get a shot. And at first, Michael Jordan was like, nah, I can't make it happen like that. So with Jonathan B. Myers, y'all got the spoiler alert. So he ended up getting one of his homies from prison to end up sabotaging Michael B. Jordan fighters. So he ain't had no choice but to let him fight. So long story short, of course, Jonathan B. Majors beat the hell out of old boy. But it was on some dirty shit though. Like he had kneed him and shit, was like elbowing him and shit. So of course, All right, so one of my favorite scenes in the movie is when freaking Michael B. Jordan finds out that pretty much that Felicia, he was writing to him from prison the whole time. And Felicia Rashad, his mother in the movie, kept the letters from him, but it's for a reason, and I'll let y'all find it out in the movie. But although in all, like I said, the movie was fire, and of course Michael B. Jordan did his thing as just an actor and just producing the movie, period. Like I felt like it's standing alone in its own, you know what I'm saying, like that. Like even though they said Sylvester Stallone didn't like it, but whatever. But I would give it honestly.
He liked the one that was the most successful too, right?
Exactly. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but my ratings, I would give it a 10 out of 10 crowns. That mug, it was fire. Like, I would definitely go back to the movie and see it.
Yeah,
definitely. Like, they both did their thing. Like, and definitely at the end, it was a good ass ending. Y'all gotta go check that out.
Hell yeah, check it out. That was the replay with TK. Boom, 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 boom. Hey, that's fire. And I saw it, so I do agree that I can back that up. That was a good one. Let's get into the Diamonds in the Rough segment with my girl Diamonds.
Hey, y'all. Okay. I'm going to touch on little Miss Asia Newton. She's 13, and she decided one day that she wanted to buy her own stuff. And when I say buy her own stuff, she didn't want her parents' help at all. So she decided that candles was the route that she wanted to go. So she created her own candle company. And in her opinion, her candles smell so good, and you have to buy them. That's what she said in her quote. And she started off with her mom at 5 years old, y'all, only 5, saying that she wanted to buy her own things and start her own company. Her mama backed her up, and she started Super Business Girl, which is a seminar actually where she travels from state to state and tries to influence young girls to start their own business and teaches them about entrepreneurship and everything. She's super talented. Her candles retail at $14.99 a piece. And she banking, y'all. She banking. The company made at least $500,000 just last year alone. And her brothers and stuff are all into it with her. And it's a whole family business, y'all. So y'all go support Asia's Candles. That's dope. Remember, for about $15 to $20 a piece. Like her candles, too. Yes. They smell so good. I'm obsessed with candles, y'all. Like, I love the scents. I love any kind of candle scent. Oh, my gosh.
I think it's fire to put a scent of something inside a candle. Like, that concept is just dope.
Hey, I fucking love it.
Speaking of candles, y'all remember them Erykah Badu candles? Incense? There was incense.
Oh, yeah. She did come out with some incense, didn't she? That had certain smells about it. I forgot what she was. But anyway, y'all, shout out to Asia Newton. She doing her thing out there, y'all.
Hell yeah. That was the motherfucking Hip Hop Millennials podcast, episode 20.
We back.
Is that 20?
That's a lot. Is it 20?
That's 20,
we
man.
20 up? Okay.
Hey, we 20 in, man.
Thank y'all.
We back. We here.
Yeah, we back.
I've been getting a lot of where the fuck is the pod at, and I like that.
Too.
It make me feel like somebody really, stopped. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Y'all got the pod this week? Did y'all talk about it? Yes, we're here, nigga.
We had to switch some things up.
So this your boy Cashew.
This your boy TK.
It's your girl Diamonds.
This your girl Tasty.
And we are
Hip Hop Millennials Podcast.
We out this bitch.